Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story that came out in the Hill October 17th, 2018. As you all know, Jeremiah Harvey, Flatbush, New York, has come out in the press and says he does not forgive Teresa Klein. And I often wonder why so many of our other people that go through some type of trauma or even suffer a death of a loved one, an untimely death at the hands of cops or any American citizen, would come out without anybody even asking you for any forgiveness. And you just give it as if it's something you have to do when it's not. I think it's something to be said when you see a 9-year-old do what we should be seeing all the time. And another thing we should be doing is asking the press, why do you expect us to answer these questions about forgiveness when no one else is required to do so when they go through similar circumstances? They're never questioned on whether they forgive or not. I've never seen them push a mic in the face of a white woman, an Asian woman, or anybody and say, do you forgive? We are the only group that the press will do this to. And we need to question them on why they do this so often to only Black people. It was, in my opinion, a bittersweet week. We saw Hillary Thornton come out and said she's not sorry for what she did to Darion Tolles. And we saw him come out and say, oh, don't bash her. Let's have some positive energy. Man, get out of here with that crap. How do you say stuff like that and you expect people to stand behind you when that incident unfolded at your apartment building? How do you expect us to feel when you make statements like this? And this woman came out and really slapped your ass in the face once again, letting you know she don't give a damn about you. She didn't care if you lived there. She was glad that she came after you. And still trying to find ways, talking about some damn condo association to use as her crutch to justify what she did. It's something to be said when adults protesting against gun violence stop at a convenience store and a starch racist woman employee working there comes out and blatantly calls the cops in your face, and the children are still in there buying stuff from the store. So that being said, this week, Jeremiah Harvey actually prevailed over the adults. And that is a beautiful thing for him, but disappointing for the adults in our community. Black kid wrongly accused of groping white woman. I don't forgive this woman, and she needs help. Only if more of us would say the same thing and rise to the occasion for yourself and for your community. This is why one day the young will lead. But see, there's a lot more to Jeremiah Harvey than meets the eye. Jeremiah Harvey is an honor roll student. He gets straight A's. You know, and this is the very child that we need to be propping up in our community. And we need to protect this child and shield him from a lot of the evils that will come his way. You know, we love our children to be smart, but your people that are dominating now hate to see these qualities in our children, and they will go above and beyond to sabotage them, as if we don't know that there are plenty of smart, intelligent Black people among us. But see, when you're taught stereotypes about somebody your whole life, then you go in overdrive trying to make them fit a mold that you're just simply not going to make them fit. So, yes, we are going to have to protect the children like Jeremiah Harvey in our community and shut down the people that are trying to stop them from being everything they can be. It is not their right to do that. And we must be the ones to make that clear. Jeremiah Harvey, a 9-year-old Black child who captured national attention last week after a white woman wrongfully accused him of groping her, spoke about the incident at a community meeting in New York on Monday. Jeremiah shared a simple message as he stood by his mother at the meeting, which was organized by Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams. The funny part, he was desperately trying to get the crowd in that forgiving kind of mood, and they weren't going there. And I'm so glad they held strong and did not let him influence them to take on that weak stand of forgiveness and, let bygones be gone. Just be the bigger person, Black people. No, we are done with that. We are done with that. We don't have to forgive. I know, I can tell you, you do things like that to me in public, I ain't forgiving shit. Unfortunately, the people like Jeremiah are not the ones that we normally see in the media. And that's a damn shame that we don't. Okay, so he said friendship is really the key. Jeremiah said as tears ran down his face, and that's because this child is still traumatized by what happened in that store. Can you imagine being an honor roll student, straight A's, never been in trouble, never been suspended, and then somebody comes along and accuse you of something that's very heinous and terrible, and something that would have gotten him killed in this country 60 years ago? Much like Emmett Till, which also took place in a store when Carolyn Bryant accused him of whistling at her. He lost his life for nothing. Now she's an old, dried up bitch, and she's ready to confess. All right. The community meeting came just days after Jeremiah had the police called on him by a white woman, Teresa Klein, who falsely accused him of groping her. And surveillance footage of the incident that has since gone viral, Jeremiah can be seen walking past Klein with his mother at a deli in Brooklyn. He can also be seen wearing a backpack, and he was also still in his uniform from school and carrying a large plastic bag. Shortly after, Jeremiah walks past Klein. She quickly turns around and can be seen shouting across the deli, and she was gyrating at him, which was completely disgusting. You don't do that to a child. And later arguing with the boy's mother, the conversation quickly escalated with Klein calling the police outside of the store. And all I can say is I'm grateful that they didn't even take her seriously. So there is a good side, and that tells me she has a credibility problem even with 911. She calls so often. She got a credibility problem even with them. Klein has since issued a public apology to Jeremiah for the incident, but she also said she will not apologize to the mother who was just defending her child. What kind of person don't expect a mother to defend their child? You got to be some crazy, insane MFer. And that's exactly what Teresa Klein is. However, the young boy told reporters after the meeting this week that he does not accept her apology. I don't forgive this woman, and she needs help, he said. Amen. Despite the fact that he was traumatized by what happened, he still had enough strength and might to be courageous. Adults, you can learn a lot from a 9-year-old. And let's hope you do. The next time that mic comes in your face and the question of forgiveness comes up once again, please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.